Hi everyone, I'm Bruno, or in the Playable Games community, I'm also known as Invincible, and this is the second Playable Games weekly update video. Our mission at Playable Games is to create play-to-earn games that transport you to a different place, while directing the ownership, design, and economy of these games to the people who play them, and to reward those players with in-game assets that they own. This week we will cover REVN, our MOBA shooter game, War of Steel, our mech battle royale game, and we will talk about Dogs of War, a survival co-op game. Stay tuned to find out more. We have a bunch of important information about the future of REVN. REVN hadn't asked me anything on Reddit this week, and many important questions were asked. These are the questions that arose and REVN's answers. First question is from Ghost Ginge. Since there has been chatter about releasing visual markers for pings, are there any plans on bringing more accessible things into the game as well? It's awesome seeing game devs think of everyone. REVN replied, "Making REVN inclusive and accessible is important to us. We had a request a couple of years ago for mouse sensitivity settings and options to invert controls for mouse look, which you can find in the present version of the game. We are looking to implement options for those who are colorblind, as well as input remapping for controllers, keybinds, etc., to make the game enjoyable for all." The next question is from Caesarus. Will there be more characters with a variety of abilities in the future, as well as more detailed customization? Thanks. REVN replied with, "Customization is super important to us. We want REVN to be the most customizable MOBA ever. We are going to keep adding new skins and abilities, and will be releasing emotes and sprays soon. We are also going to be making weapon skins available in the near future." This next question is from Nisek Zipope. Any plans to add skills to add more diversity to roles? Currently you have what seems to be blockers, shielders, raw DPS, healers, or debuffs such as slows, stuns, DOT, silence, and movement abilities. Some outshine others and perform fluidly when used, such as Wrist Rocket, while Shockwave feels awkward due to its cast time for something that should simply be instant. Same goes for functions such as Stunning Shot, Incendiary Shot, etc., which require some delay before use due to cast time. Many abilities fall off the wayside due to scaling, functionality, or otherwise. Not that any ability is bad entirely, but everything should feel impactful. REVN replied, "Howdy Nisek. We're currently focusing on polishing existing content to get ready for launch and intend to continually release new abilities on a regular basis once the game is released. The ability roster might change beforehand by adding or removing a small handful of abilities. We wholly agree that every ability in REVN should feel impactful, and in the current state of the game, that isn't always the case. Thank you for reaching out. We always love to hear community feedback." The next question is from Long Jumping Hall. Are there plans to do smaller maps for 3v3s and 2v2s, etc.? It's fun to be in a maximum squad, but I also like playing on smaller teams or even 1v1 matches. REVN responded with, "We plan to develop new game modes and maps for smaller teams and faster, more casual gameplay. Our primary focus has been on the competitive 5v5 game mode on a large map. It's the most competitive game mode, which gives us the best overview of the game's balance. Soon, we will begin conducting internal experiments with smaller maps and game modes, but we currently do not have an ETA for when those will be available for players. A very small 1v1 map would probably be the first new map to be added, a mode where players can host friendly duels or experiment with loadouts and matchups together. There has also been some internal discussion about an ARAM style mode. Players would get random abilities, which could be a fun, chaotic game mode. A couple years ago we tried a PvE Horde mode. It was very basic, but had some potential. We'd like to bring it back once the AI has been refined to be more of a challenge." The next question is from Veteran. Can I have a bull character? Also, can we have skin NFTs for the characters? Payable in bull token? REVN responded, "We do plan on using NFTs for cosmetics, and are anticipating a bull character in the future. We'll post the concept art to our socials when it's ready. Our payment processing systems aren't live yet, but we will be accepting bull token." The next question is from Shrooms. How will Playable's involvement influence the future of REVN as a Steam release, given Valve has banned blockchain games? REVN responded, "We are actively exploring options for when, where, and how to release REVN. This involves talking to the companies behind the platforms, so we ask for your patience until we can make an official announcement regarding when and where REVN will be available." The next question is from Sharing Smiles. Loving the development and progress that's being made. When or will we see any lore? What can we do as fans to help the developers? REVN responded, "Lore is being added to items and abilities in the shop, giving small hints and slices of REVN's world. Multiple short stories are also being released soon. REVN released a large patch this week, fixing many significant bugs, adding lots of new visual effects. New small prop models have been added around the map and also changed how the jetpack operates. Come meet me on the battlefield for a playtest this week and try out the new features. Community playtests for REVN are Tuesdays at 12 noon Eastern Time and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have a Looking for Group category chat room inside Discord for REVN, so if you want to play on the weekend, sometimes there's enough people to get a small game going. That's all the information we have for REVN this week. You can play for free, REVNGame.com. War of Steel is a battle royale game where you can pilot giant mechs. The mech displayed in the War of Steel logo we revealed last week will also be available for players to own and use in War of Steel. Currently, this is what that mech looks like, and of course this is subject to change. Don't forget the playable alpha for War of Steel will be coming soon in the next couple of weeks. Now on to Dogs of War. Founder Old Bull's pet project, we revealed a little bit about it last week, and it's really far out, and the game is very, very early in design. Last week we told you the basis of the storyline for the game, and today we will tell you more about the gameplay. Dogs of War is a survival game broken down into 3 parts. You need to survive, and that's hard. You need to build, and that's what will make surviving easier as you can collect and store things to help you. And you will need to fight. In a world of monsters that only want to eat you, the worst of them are the other humans who want all the supplies you have. That's all the news we have about our video games this week. I'd like to tell everybody about our token. What is Bullcoin? Bullcoin is a token based on the Avalanche blockchain technology. It is the core asset of the new playable marketplace. 50 billion max supply of bull coins. There will only ever be 50 billion bull coins. Coins are distributed daily through the playable game's master nodes. All coins come into the world through the master nodes. Coins are divided equally between node owners. Nodes are limited in supply. There will only ever be 50,000 master nodes. Just under 13.7 million coins per day are released through the nodes. 50% divided equally amongst the node owners, just under 7 million, and 50% to the company for running operations. 5 billion bull coins come into existence through the master nodes each year for 10 years, resulting in a total max supply of 50 billion bull token. Currently, you can buy on Trader Joe, or you can buy on Bitmart. You can also read our white paper, which is found on the Playable.Games website under the token page. And the current price, as of this recording for Bullcoin, is $0.000727 US dollars. There have been 4,378 master nodes sold. The current price is $4,400 US dollars per node. Currently, there are 1,564 coins per node per day. There are 45,622 nodes remaining. And there are 22 nodes left at the price of $4,400. The next price will be $4,500 US dollars. That's all the new info I have this week. Remember that our mission is to create play-to-earn games that immerse you in the experience, while allowing you to experiment by directing the ownership, design, and economy of these games to the people who play them, and to reward those players with an in-game assets that they own. Please let us know your questions in the comments below for a chance to be featured in a future Ask Me Anything video. I hope you all learned something this week during our recap, and if you did, please like the video to tell YouTube to share it with other likely viewers. Subscribe for more playable games content, and hit that bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. I'm Bruno, aka Invincible, and I'll see you all again next week.